In this question, we want to find the value or values of x, if any exist, at which the piecewise function shown is discontinuous. Well, the function is shown on the next page here, and since there are three different rules, we use three different colors. We do that for dramatic effect. Obviously, you don't have to do that. But you see that when x is less than -1, we have one rule as shown in pink. When x is greater than -1, we have a second rule as shown in purple. And when x equals -1, f at x is equal to 2, and that's shown in red. Okay, but remember, it's all one function. Now, all x values less than -1 are governed by a polynomial function 3 minus x, so we have no continuity concerns. And all x values greater than -1 are governed by a polynomial function x plus 5, so we have no continuity concerns there. So we're continuous for all those values, but the only possible problem we have is when x equals -1. So we have to go through the three-step continuity test. First of all, does the limit as x goes to -1 of f at x exist? Well, from the left-hand side, we see that the limit as x goes to -1 from the left is 4. As x gets closer and closer to -1, y gets closer and closer to 4 from the left. From the right-hand side, we see that the limit as x goes to -1 from the right is also 4, because as x gets closer and closer to a value of -1, the y value gets closer and closer to 4. So from the left and the right, the limit is both 4, and so since the limit from the left equals the limit from the right, we can state that the limit of f at x as x goes to -1 is 4. So the limit exists. Second question is, does f at -1 exist? And the answer is yes, f at -1 is 2. And if you forget why that is, you go back to the original statement of the function. When x equals -1, f at x equals 2. So we can say that f at -1 equals 2. So yes, the function at -1 exists. Third question is, does the limit as x goes to -1 of f at x equal f at -1? And the short answer is no, of course not. We determine the limit to be 4, but we determine the function value itself to be 2. We can see that here. And so therefore, f at x is discontinuous at an x value of -1.